Jeff Stone here, another episode of MagicReview.com. We're looking at Profiles, the Social Mentalism Routine by World Magic Shop. So, what you're getting, one DVD and some cards that are, they got the backs look like social something or others, and the fronts look like Facebook profile-ish thingies, all with a different attractive woman on here, except for, of course, Florence here. So if you're familiar with the effect Girls Night Out, one of the effects you can do is, you show these profiles to somebody and all they see are the good-looking ones. They don't notice Florence there because of the way you handle the cards. And then you play a little game of she loves me not. The love me ones go on the bottom, the love me not go to the table. When all is said and done, he ends up with Florence as his date. There's another routine where you can say that you're going to go on a date with a girl, or you're going to go to Paris and you're going to go watch a movie with her favorite actor, say Christian Bale, and the movie's going to be at 2:20 and whatever. Then they pick a card, pick a profile, and you look at the profile and it shows her favorite actor is Christian Bale. She lives in Paris and it has a time on there of 2:20 next to the celebrity's name. So these cards are kind of these plasticky. I can't quite figure out the material. They're sort of vinyl maybe, but they might just be plain old card. I don't want to take a chance. They're a little bit smaller than. Sorry, I had to turn off something on my screen there. They're a little bit smaller than a credit card. So if I can get a card here, where's my wallet? Show you roughly what we're looking at here. So here's this is my VA card for the Veterans Hospital or whatever. That's the size. They're the same, height or whatever, but they're not quite as long. And that's the same size as a credit card there. So they fit in your wallet. They're pretty slim, thin. Also, based on the way these cards are made, if somebody is, say, they're looking at, we'll say Abby here, I would be able to have you look at it and I can tell you what her phone number is through my mental powers or whatever. And it's not that all the phone numbers are different and you don't have to memorize. It's not like you have memorized all the phone numbers on the cards. It's something simpler than that. Keep in mind, this is made in the UK. So if you're from the UK, no problems at all. The phone numbers are all, start with 07, which I guess is a UK thing. Here in the States, no phone number ever starts with a 0 ever. So if you're in the States, then, also you'll notice what was the other thing? Oh, the occupation, which is another thing you can predict or foretell or, mentally divine. The occupation of Florence is, they refer to her as a lollipop girl, a lollipop lady. And I'm like, what the heck is that? I have no idea what that is. Look on her thing and it says she's a crossing guard. And it shows a picture of somebody holding up a stop sign. Looks like a lollipop. I'm guessing that's where that comes from. So there's a few little idiosyncrasies that if you're not from the UK, you might have to work through. But other than that, you get the 6 cards. The DVD teaches you how to predict things that are on the card, how to mentally divine them, how to get the information, and so on. If you like that kind of stuff, then for $22, $22.50, I think, that's a pretty decent bang for your buck. There was something, let's see, let me double check the ad copy here. Seems like, oh yes, yeah. In the ad copy, they show him holding his phone, and they show a picture of, one of these profiles, and then he pulls it off the phone and it becomes real in his hand. They don't teach that. Apparently that's an effect by Daniel Garcia called IATM, like the letter I, then the ATM. And they said, we've included the images for you in case you want to perform that Daniel Garcia effect, but they never teach it. I don't think that's right to put that in the ad trailer if they're not going to teach it. And the other thing is, I don't know if they've talked to Daniel Garcia or not, but once they said that and they said they've included the photos, it wasn't a huge leap to figure out how it's done. And so I don't know if that's right ethically or not, to be able to just do that Garcia thing without actually having paid for it. So I don't know. I'll let you decide that. But the images that come with it, they were not quite the right dimensions for my iPhone. I have an iPhone 5, so it's a little bit taller version. So I had to sort of like resize the images a little bit by pinching or whatever and make it fit the screen right before I would do the effect. And the other thing is, I'm a web programmer. I build websites. I write code for a living. But yet I did not know how to get photos onto an iPhone. I know how to take pictures and have them be on my phone and how to take them off and put them on my computer, but I don't know how to move them from my computer to the phone. So a little Googling and I figured it out, but they don't teach that either. I think that's something they should cover briefly, Granted, they can't cover every single kind of phone, but my understanding is that Droid phones work more like you can just drag them onto there from your computer, whereas an iPhone doesn't quite work that way. So that was a little bit of an issue, but not anything major. So bottom line, you get the explanation, a very little bit confusing, because the two guys that are hosting the show, I got their names in the review. I can't remember their names, but they're often talking over each other and talking through each other, and they're trying to clarify each other, and it gets a little bit messy. But you'll be able to learn everything you need to learn to do all the effects, with the exception of the couple things I mentioned, like the IATM and so forth. It comes with the props, comes with the images, comes with the DVD. That's, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, something like that, maybe a little longer. Final verdict, 4 stars, Stone Status Gem with the lowercase g. That's it for this one, folks. It's time for you to like the channel, subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it out to all your friends on social media and whatnot while listening to the random iTunes song of the moment, which is Love Machine, L.O.V.E. Machine by Fozzy, Fozzy. Fozzy was they're like a cover band, and they had this great album called Happenstance, where they covered the Scorpions and some Ozzy stuff and some Black Sabbath and stuff. Love Machine, that's a Kiss tune, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if this is a cover of the Kiss tune or if it's just their own version of it. My guess is it's probably a cover. Either way, there'll be a link to that in the description below. Thanks for watching, folks. Tune in next time when we review Out of Sight, Out of Your Mind. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you then. Peace out.